Hi guys, my name is Zach Hillman. I'm a senior here at Whitworth. I played on the football team here. Today I have the awesome opportunity to be able to share the Shema of the day. This week's question is, what are some ways that you're expressing lament and or thanks to God in this time? To go back, I think that everyone knows and everyone felt the same way in that the ending to this semester was not how any of us planned it. Especially being a senior, knowing that the last few months on campus, being able to spend time with classmates and friends and the faculty and staff we have here, knowing that that was all kind of ripped away from us before we were ready to say goodbye. That led me to have a rush of different feelings and emotions, kind of beginning with feeling discouraged and confused, leading me to almost a sense of selfishness in that, why me? Why is this happening during my senior year? Why do we as seniors not get to experience that same storybook ending that every other senior class has experienced? Kind of selfish on why me. And I think I had these different emotions because I never realized how much I was really going to miss the special and unique Whitworth community. However, in this time of chaos, God brought me to a passage in James 1, 2 through 18. In this passage, James is challenging us believers to move past the why me and to ask, what will I do now? And I feel like I'm very thankful that God led me to this passage because he's challenging me during this time to respond with joy, to persevere under trial and in faith, to ask God for wisdom, to be humble, to resist temptation, and above all, to trust in God. I'm very thankful for that passage. And another passage that I came across was in Deuteronomy 31, verse 8, that says, "It is the Lord who goes before you. He will be with you. He will not fail you or forsake you. Do not fear or be dismayed." And reading this verse reminded me that God was not surprised by any of this happening. It reminded me that he is sovereign and he is never changing, and that who I am is to be rooted in him. He calls us to live a life of faith and not a life of fear. And that's something I'm very thankful for, is having a God who is sovereign and never changing. During this time, I'm thankful for the word of the living God that never changes, that tells us to live in faith and not in fear, that tells us to trust God in everything. Some other things that I'm thankful for is the extra time that I was able to spend with my family. I cherish the time that I get with my family, and because of all this, I have had the opportunity to spend more time with them. As well as because of the circumstances that we're in, I haven't been able to leave my house in Spokane now as much as I would like to, which is forcing me in some way, in the best way, to spend more time with my housemates. Some of the conversations that we've had have deepened our relationships, and I will be forever grateful for this time that we have had to be able to spend together. Thank you guys for letting me share. Before I go, I want to remind everyone about chapel today. We'll have a chapel worship session, and then after that, we're doing something new in place, or something different in place of a sermon. Well, there will be 4 seniors that are going to have a chance to share their stories about how God showed up in their time here at Whitworth. I know this is going to be something that's very special, so I encourage you all to tune in and check it out. Thank you guys. God bless.